Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Stu calling from another video. Today we got another VGC 2016 Wi-Fi battle here on the battle spot, and today my opponent was rocking the really common Groudon Xerneas core, but his support Pokemon were a little different. He had Talonflame and Salamence, and Amoonguss and Ferrothorn. And I kind of set him in two groups because when I was looking at this in Team Preview, I pretty much saw two groups. He had two Grass-type Pokemon and two Flying-type Pokemon. The two Flying-type Pokemon were incredibly fast, incredibly powerful, with a little bit low defenses, and the two Grass-type Pokemon with the higher defenses, with like the more support moves. So looking here, I was like, okay, well, he's going to bring Groudon and Xerneas, and I was like, well, with my team comp, he's probably going to bring the I thought the Talonflame over the uh, Salamence because I have so many, like, I have the electric type move, I have the Lapras, and a whole bunch of stuff with ice type moves, and I predicted him to bring the Amoonguss over the Ferrothorn since it doesn't make much sense to bring a Ferrothorn against another Groudon. It's more for like it's good against really good against Kyogre. So we're gonna go ahead and get started now. And my opponent led off with what I was not expecting at all. Well, not at all. He leads with Salamence Amoonguss. I was expecting to lead with Salamence and one of his restricted Pokemon. If it was Xerneas, it's fine. These two Pokemon are really bulky. And if it was Groudon, perfect because I can get two ground type moves off. So, but he leads off with Salamence and Amoonguss, and I'm like, okay, this is still a good position for us because I can just go for the fire type move and the ice beam into the Salamence slot for the double knockouts. So there's not really a need here to set up the trick room, since if he doesn't protect, I can pick up potentially two knockouts. I don't think like with the download boost, I got attack, meaning that Amoongus's special defense is going to be higher than his defense, since Salamence is pretty much the same in both. So it's a little bit more defensive. So here with this Fire Punch, because of the Intimidate, it's not going to be able to take it out. So it was a good Intimidate there. Good like time to send it out with the Salamence. But the Ice Beam is going to be enough to pick up the knockout. So here I'm like, he's probably going for a Spore since he didn't protect. But I'm like, it's still a reasonable trade for me because I just picked up like 1.9 knockouts. I mean, the Amoonguss is in extreme speed KO range and a whole bunch of stuff, so it's not too much of a threat anymore. It's only going to be able to use Spore. So he brings in Groudon here, which is fine. I mean, it's the obvious choice over the Xerneas, since Xerneas won't be able to do anything to my Groudon. But I do have the Hidden Power Ground to be able to hit this Groudon for super effective damage. And here I'm predicting a Precipice Blades from my opponent. So I switch out into the Thunderous, but he goes for the Rage Powder and the Swords Dance. So once I see this, I get really scared because now he can, like, he doesn't have a Rock Slide, which is good, but he can pretty much sweep the rest of my team, especially my own Groudon. So lucky I get up the Trick Room there, and here I'm predicting my opponent to he's either gonna go for a Spore or the Rage Powder again. So I'm like, okay, well, it's not going to matter. I'm just going to go for the safe Ice Beam into the Amoonguss slot to take care of it. I don't need it sporing me. He had the Tailwind up, so I wasn't sure who was going to be quote-unquote faster in Trick Room. So I just wanted to get rid of it before it started spamming Sleep under the Trick Room. Because now he's got two relatively fast Pokemon out on the field, so I'm going to be able to be faster than him. And here I go for the Swagger because I don't see the need to go for a Taunt. I'm like, well, if like he's probably not going to Geomancy here, but I'd like for him to start hitting himself in Confusion. And I go for the Hidden Power into the Groudon, and it's going to do just about 50%. So depending on the roll, it could be a potential 2-hit KO. And Thunderous is going down here. I mean, there's absolutely no chance of him surviving at +2 in the Sun. So I feel like Thunderous still did a pretty good job getting that Swagger off on the Xerneas. And the Moonblast is going to do under 50%. So, and his Tailwind's going to peter out. But I mean, my Groudon, I'm like, my Groudon's probably slower than his. It can't get any slower. So I go for another Hidden Power into the Groudon, hoping it's going to take it out. I was expecting it to live on like 1 or 2 HP, but we do pick up the knockout. So we didn't even need the download boost. And Groudon still stays asleep, but it's fine. The thing in this position, I have my Aegislash in the back, so I've just been saving it. So I'll show you what I've been waiting for this whole time. I've been playing safe, trying to keep my Aegislash alive. But I go for the recover here. I don't like. I want my Aegislash to come in, but I mean I don't want to like just give him free knockouts. So I go for the recover. I wake up and get the Fire Punch off, and it is gonna one hit KO. It is the crit. The crit mattered. Obviously, I wouldn't have knocked it out if it wasn't a crit, but in the outcome of the game, it didn't really make too much of a difference since I pretty much had that one locked up. So a pretty clean 3-0. That Swords Dance really could have been a big problem. I'm lucky that I got the Trick Room up because he had Tailwind. So like him spamming Precipice Blades and Dazzling Gleam would have been a big problem. And like that knockout turn 1, like I almost picked up 2 knockouts on turn 1. So that was pretty good. Those were his 2 support Pokemon. So the only support he was able to pick up was putting Groudon to sleep and setting up the Tailwind, which I countered the Tailwind with the Trick Room. So I was honestly surprised that he brought the Salamence instead of the Talonflame, since he could have gone for, if he has it, I don't know, like a Flare Blitz into my Aegislash, and I think Talonflame, like it's not really that bulky, but it would have been able to deal with Lapras a little better if I decided to bring it. And also, well, maybe for the Rayquaza. Rayquaza wasn't very good in this matchup. I felt like the Thundurus would be better in case he brought, or for the Amoonguss to taunt the Ferrothorn if it comes, and if needed, like taunt Xerneas and or Groudon so they couldn't protect, and obviously Xerneas with the Geomancy. So I feel like I played that one really well. My lead was really good. I mean, if I led with something else, it would have been, maybe the outcome would have been the same, but it would have been a different game for sure because I picked up that knockout turn 1. So that's gonna be it for this video. I'm going to be coming out with some more. Unfortunately, I recently found out that the VGC 2016 format's no longer going to be available on the battle spot. They're going to be switching to the special format's going to be a different format, and I think that ends like this week or next week or something. So I'm probably not going to make any more changes to the team. I'm not going to worry about getting a new Pokemon or breeding or anything. So I'll probably just continue with this until the end. But that's going to be it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.